Mars Smoky Box. Who we got?
Shit, you got Mars from Richmond, Virginia. Yeah, just a kid trying to make it. Yes,
And you got the narrator, Smoke One.
sir.
All right, man. So just tell us a little bit about yourself and how you feel about the cannabis.
Shit, I go by Mars. Weed is more of a passion and not just like a lifestyle. It's something I really enjoy. Not just smoking, but tasting terps, different flower visuals, collabing with brands. It's almost how people enjoy books. My flower is books. So that's the best way I can put it.
When was the first time you smoked?
I used to hate weed, believe it or not. I really got into weed like my first year of college. My first year of college, I started smoking.
Do you remember the first strain you smoked?
I'll say giraffe pussy. I had it from, if I'm not mistaken, it was from Oregon. I had a pack from Oregon, and it was labeled giraffe pussy. I tweet. I tweet. It was a good high though. I tweet.
Talk about their experience, their first experience.
Being high.
Yeah.
All right. Shout out my boy Aaron. I was with my boy Aaron Months. It was what grade we was in. I'd say 12th grade. I started really smoking college, but I tried it first time 12th grade, junior senior prom. We went to Grey Wolf Lodge. We was at his crib. We rolled like two joints. We was smoking games and swishers and shit like that. Boxed the bathroom. I just remember tweaking to the point we had a mini concert in the bathroom. And it had me talking to the fridge. I dead ass had a conversation with the refrigerator. Munchies really bad. And then, when you can't stop laughing, it was one of them highs. But give it a twist. We boxed the bathroom. His mom was a fucking cop. So
Damn.
she comes home like, Aaron, what the fuck have you done in my house? And we just had to tell her like nothing. She couldn't find nothing. It just smelled like weed, bro. So imagine being high as fuck and dealing with somebody mom that's a cop. So it was a good high then a bad high. Like
What's your favorite high meal?
pizza.
Pizza.
Pizza is the go-to. Can't
Pizza.
go wrong with pizza.
What do you like to? What movies you like to watch when you getting high? Like, what's your favorite weed movie?
My favorite weed movie. I'm gonna go with How High. How High, and I like watching anime. Demon Slayer and Hunter x Hunter. That's my
Mm.
shit.
What? Why? How? What sticks out to you about that movie?
It's vintage, authentic. Vintage and authentic. Shit, smoking weed, college,
It
growing weed is all in one.
feels real relatable.
Yeah, real relatable, bro.
Uh, Favorite weed brand?
Mm. I wouldn't say brand, but my favorite strain would be I like a good Z. Good Z. I
Good.
don't know, Z like any Z cross I'll take. Like that be my go to. Z crosses. Like real organic flower.
Uh, Favorite dispensary? If you when
I
you
had
go
to
to LA.
LA. Ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't really go to the dispensary. I go to the spot. But if I had to, I ain't gonna lie, it'd be randoms. I'll go to like four different ones. I don't have a favorite. Like it's still dispensaries I try to this day. Like I try to this day. And I just go get like I'll keep my limit at like 250 in the dispensary. I'll get like a good half rosin, get up out of there, pre rolls.
Yeah,
I do a lot of my shopping with the peoples.
I feel it. Talk about that very first pack you said you got.
Like what it look like or what you want to know.
Yeah, what it look like.
Sheesh, I ain't gonna lie. It had like, that's when weed came in sandwich bags and shit. So it probably had like the dusty look because it moved in a sandwich bag. But I ain't really roll it. It just had that gassy, funky smell. I do remember that because it was my first time smoking. My homie rolled it.
What do you think about the weed market?
Now,
Yeah,
in certain areas it's good, in certain areas bad. Some areas wash down, and some areas are really fucking. They know what they talking about. And then some areas is where people are learning, so it's great potential.
Money wise, do you think it still can be a lot of money to be made in cannabis?
Fuck yeah, weed sells itself. And to be honest, I wouldn't say just for the money, but yeah, you can make a lot of money in weed, but you shouldn't be in the weed for money, I should say.
Yeah, that's a great answer. That's a great answer for that.
Cause you build the collabs and the connections, you'll have all the weed you want. You'll be able to try any strain you want, any brand you want. Just
Any in particular brand you want to work with?
Tinko. Myself, Tinko. And I'm working with Malibu now, so shout out Malibu Farms.
What did you like about the Malibu form?
Shit, you know how I told you I like Z, and I just so happened my first strain was a RS11Z, and it's smoking, so and it did me pretty good on my menu.
You said Tinko. What's your favorite strain on the Tinko line?
Shit, just my most memorable one was Tin Scotty. That was like when I first got into like the weed game, doing my own thing a couple years ago. That was like one of the first ones I bought from Blue Zushi, Yellow Zushi, and Tin Scotty. Tin Scotty was probably the one. It's right there, Tin Scotty.
I don't think I ever tried that one before.
That was probably my favorite from them. Outside of Zushi, the Tin Scotty is something I'll go back. And on here it just says it's a almond biscotti and Tuscany cross. Not sure. Not sure what, but it was real tasty and gave me that gassy high.
Do you like Southern Cal weed better or Northern Cal weed better?
I've had both. For certain strains, it's good in the Bay Area, and for certain
what strains you think good for the Bay Area?
What drops have I had Bay Area flower? What came Bay Area flower?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a damn.
I'm gonna stick with Southern Cal. I'm gonna stick with Southern Cal.
Yeah.
If I had to choose, because that's why I do a lot of my shopping at in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I like Southern Cal too. What you say you from Virginia? What you think about the weed market out there?
Same way how I said, some people that know what they're doing and some people don't. It's a few people out there that got it going. I'll give it like a good 2-3. Yeah, for sure.
Any other places that we would be surprised got good gas?
North Carolina is coming up. It's ass, but some people out there got good weed in North Carolina.
Yeah. You think they go on the West Coast?
Like, what you mean?
I'm saying, you think they getting it from the West Coast? Or?
They do a lot of grows out there, bro. They got growers out, so they doing their own shit. Yeah, they got land. Yeah, they getting their seeds from there, but they bringing them home. So they finding the best Tinko or whatever brand that got that shit. They growing it themselves with a cross.
Yeah, I see you was at New York for 420. Talk about your experience.
420 was fun. That was my first time really celebrating 420. Washington Park, and shout out my boy Smooth. He did real good out there. We went to Astor Fest, and then we went to Washington Park on 420. It was like maybe 40 tables out there with the top brands from Puffco, Tinko. Everybody had tables out there. People doing their own thing. It was something that you would want to experience.
You think it's better than LA 420?
Fuck yeah, I'm going next year. I will be back. The camera will be there. You coming next year too, brother.
I'm an LA guy.
You gonna like it, bro. It's crazy how we just go shop in LA. The park is full of it. They brung LA to the park. So what you looking for in LA is a table here, table there, table, and then it's 700 to 1,000 people all trying different shit, making videos, just enjoying 420, bro. They don't have that in Cali, bro.
I like the weather. I'm there for.
It was smooth 76. No wind.
It ain't always.
No wind.
It ain't no guarantee. Next year it's gonna be like that. It could be cold on 420.
Yeah, you playing it safe. I respect.
I want to go somewhere. With it loud good.
You know it's good. Yeah,
for
sure.
It's good.
You know it.
I ain't gonna say you can't find no bad weed out there. You probably can.
But you gonna find what you looking for.
Every time.
You gonna find what you looking for.
Every time. I've been a couple times. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I've been more than a couple times. But I ain't gonna lie. And I know this might sound crazy to a lot of people, but I fuck with backpack boys though. Them the people
You asked what I like when I first came up. I was heavy into backpack. I was heavy into backpack boys. They had that shit.
I'm a backpack boy. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Gotta get that. We'll have that on the menu.
Them the guys I like, bro. And they for us, by us. So,
That's true. That's true. We are the people.
You know, I ain't gonna lie. They for us, by us. So it's just like, he wanted, this one of the guys I like. This one of the brands I like. If I could work with any brand, if Smoke One could work with any brand, it'll be Backpack Boy. And I want my strain to be Smoke One. That'll be the Smoke
One.
Yeah, Smoke
That's
One.
tough. The pack would be crazy for that. You could do a lot with that name. Punching.
My fault, y'all.
Pressure.
What type of music you like to listen to when you get high?
Me, I'm all over, bro. I can listen to techno if it was the right jump, but go-to music, I'll throw on. I listen to a lot of Hurricane Wisdom, Jay Rippey. I listen to who else I listen to? I was a big Juice WRLD fan coming up when I moved to Dallas. I listen to a lot of Uzi, Lil Uzi and Playboy Cardi, for sure. I listen to like guitar music, get hype, like mosh pit music.
I ain't like that. That's good for you, man. That ain't my style. I'm more
Dolph.
Hey, yeah.
I got my moments when I'm driving and making my cheese. I ain't saying I don't listen to that, but my go-to is that's my vibe.
My go-to is gonna be like Dolph, Project Pat, 3-6.
I was vibing to that joint you sent me the other day, that Memphis joint. That's my morning music.
3-6, my DJ Spanish Fly, Skinny Pimp. Like I'm listening to like Gucci Mane, Money Man, like a lot of Money Man. I listen to
yeah, I'm heavy on Money Man too. I'm glad. Yeah, see, you name artists, I can tell you I listen to that. Key Glock.
I ain't gonna lie.
Baby.
I ain't really listen to a lot of Glock, but I like Glock, but he ain't one of the guys that I'm just.
I throw on my Glock when I'm making my cheese.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, I like his music too, but my go-to gonna be Dolph though, like for the show.
I'll take him over Glock.
Yeah, any day of the week, I'm going Dolph. But yeah, like this one I don't really listen to a lot of East Coast music, really. More just a little down south. I like Boss Man D-Lo.
Yeah, fire. Yeah, fire.
I like Boss Man D-Lo. He been coming with this shit.
Nigga.
What kind of papers you like rolling with?
Shit, Elements and Bambies. That's all I use. And I use Marley's when I ain't got shit, but that's only when I'm stuck. My shit gotta be these two, for sure.
Yeah, me too.
And I gotta roll with a filter tip. No filter tip, no smoke.
I don't put no joints on mine.
You be rolling papers?
Yeah,
ball.
I roll spliffs. Like I just put a little
ball game. Put a filter tip in there. Your airflow and everything gonna be different.
I ain't did it before.
You don't fuck with it? What filter you use?
Homemade junk.
See, that's why. That's why. You ain't like what you did.
Homemade junk.
Yeah, get you either some wooden, get you a glass, or a rip tip. Yeah. I'll send you with some filter tips today, for sure.
What when you flying, who do you like to? Nah, we don't ask that question.
What air flights?
Yeah, what airline?
Shit, I stay away from Spirit. Everything else good. That's simple. I stay away from Spirit. Everything else good. If I get a Spirit flight, it's because that's all that was left. Ain't nothing wrong with Spirit, but I hate. You might as well pay for the other flight. You paying for the bag, bro. Like check bag is a regular bag, $100 on fucking Spirit, bro. That's a whole nother flight. Yeah. That's dumb as a bitch.
Just first class, then.
Yeah, that's dumb as hell.
First class. I get the upgrade at the other. You spend $100.
No matter what bag you
on any other airlines, you finna get an upgrade. You finna move up.
move up.
Your seats finna change.
Yeah. They don't care, bro.
Yeah, I like you said, anything with a spirit. It could be anything
And
with a
but
spirit.
spirit, that's simple. I take a car before spirit, bro.
Mine, me too, bro. Have you ever been on a cruise?
Nah, I haven't. I've done everything else but that, bro.
Would you go on one?
Yeah, we gonna make that happen this year for sure.
Yeah, you so straight. You can't even smoke on a cruise.
Why you can't? I smoke everywhere I go.
Man, you ain't gonna
Shit, all my people said they have. They wait till they take off. And you know they got the balcony rooms.
Okay. Some people still be snitching though, unless you get the rooms right next to each other. Some folks be snitching.
Right. You gotta come in there and find it. I shit. You search my bag, nigga, that's a legal search. Cause you ain't see me smoking, nigga. Somebody told you I was smoking.
It's true.
Nigga, go through my shit, nigga. We gonna beat that case.
Have you ever got scared before? Like riding around before? Like have you
With my
pulled?
shit?
Yeah.
I have been pulled. But I've got some shit. What you want? Recent story or like high school stories? What you want?
It's on you. Whatever you
Shit,
want.
me and my boy Russ. I'll give you a high school story. This one was crazy. We was at Wawa. You know what Wawa is? The gas station. See, yeah, you gotta come to VA. You gotta come to VA, brother. Wawa is our gas station. How fucking y'all got Quick Trip and racetrack and shit. You ain't gonna see that where we at. None of that. We got a lot of 7-Elevens and fucking Shells and BPs and shit like that. But we was at Wawa. We sat there for maybe like 40 minutes because we just finished session. I guess we was there too long. They waited till we left. Not even 2 minutes. We so high, bro, mind you, but you know as you smoke, you got the music blasting. We got the music blasting, just bumping like, I think we was listening to Uzi or Cardi for sure. And we may be driving for like 2-3 minutes, but they pulled us, mind you, as soon as we pulled out. We so in tune with the music. We driving for like 5 minutes, bro, and they just behind us like whoop whoop, lights flashing, and then we finally see it when we get to the red light, like they pulling us, and they on the jump like pull over, and we was like oh shit, so we pull over, mind you, it's snowing like 20 degrees. We pull over, they like, have y'all been smoking in here? I was like no, but before I get out, I had a fucking 7th. I put it in my sock like a ball, but you know how niggas used to cuff their pants. I used to do like the 3 cuff like on some weird hippie shit. And I cuffed it right there and had it in my sock, bro. And they searched everybody. They made him take his shoes off. They pat me down. Patted the shit, didn't even feel it, bro. Ended up getting away with that. But we was out there for like 30 minutes. They took everything out the car, emptied the trunk out. That was probably my craziest early scare. But my biggest scare was going through TSA. 3 Ps. TSA 3 Ps I made it through. For sure. I missed my check bag time, and I couldn't turn around because I had a small enough bag. So they asked, why am I going to miss my flight? So it was like questionable. She was like, just go. So I went. Luck of faith. Pray to God. That was my scariest, and then that was my craziest.
Yeah, I ain't really had.
But I've done worse.
Yeah, I don't think I really had no real scariest, real like. Nah, I ain't really had no real scare. Now I did get put in the back of the police car in front of the house though, bro. At my house.
That's happened to
Like,
me.
my nigga was parked. We parked across the street from where my house is.
Y'all was smoking?
Yeah, we did smoke.
Mm.
But we had already smoked. We ain't smoke in my house though. We came back, so we still had like a little nug, a little blunt left. And I guess she called the police, bro. And they came, all type of shit, bro. They're like, now if you got something in this car now, I'm letting you know, you going to jail. This like 2017.
Yes, that's when my shit was happening, bro. Like, it's fucking crazy.
I'm like, nah, we ain't got shit. Mine took that little weed, stuffed that shit, and got up out of there on their ass.
That was your crazy?
If you get caught in Memphis with weed, it's still bad.
Shit, that's how it was in VA. We weren't legal when all that shit was going. That shit was illegal like fuck. That shit damn near was worse getting caught in Texas with weed.
Man, this how it is in Memphis. You can't get powder weed.
Now though, that shit legal out there. You can grow. It ain't recreational where you could just walk around and smoke. Like you'll be at your crib smoking and shit. Puff coke.
What that Miami hitting y'all?
That's the animal style.
I ain't smoked one. I ain't smoked in 3 days.
Fried.
I ain't smoked in 3 days. I be having I'm doing some constructive work. I had to do some real shit sometime where I
Can't smoke, yeah. I'm about to go on my little 1 month tolerance break.
We appreciate y'all.
Nah, for real. I appreciate all the support.
Yeah, y'all the smoke aliens.
Yeah, smoke alien one.
We appreciate all the smoke aliens. Man, we gonna do it again soon.
Already.